All right, just when you thought fall was here, which it was on Tuesday, it's going to be 90 degrees, muggy today. It's going to be a hot one this afternoon. So if you didn't get your yard mowed yesterday, you're going to die today.
Oh, man. I almost killed myself yesterday doing that.
Well, man, get chicken pox, go out in the yard. And
What is wrong with you?
I don't have the chicken pox. I'm okay. I mean, I'm better now. But, I had to go out and get the grass cut.
yeah, Lord, had to get that done.
But it looks good, man. It's all edged and manicured. It looks great.
Yeah.
I sat out there in the front porch for about an hour after I cut it, drinking coffee. Just
Yeah,
looking
that's when
at
he passed out.
How
Exhausted.
long did you lay out in the front yard?
Oh, I really.
Heat stroke.
Oh, it was tough.
7:02 at WEZL. Good morning.
Good morning. Let's check out some headlines. A private school in South Carolina worried about a flu epidemic has been closed after hundreds of students called in sick. Lawrence Manning Academy will be closed through Friday after nearly a third of the school's 1,000 students called in sick. Yikes. Georgia residents are being warned of the risks of returning to homes swamped by floodwaters. The risks include submerged hazards, bacteria, harmful chemicals. At least 10 people have died in Alabama and Georgia due to that flooding. The FBI is investigating the death of a part-time census field worker in Kentucky. The man was found hanged in a national forest earlier this month. A law enforcement official says Bill Sparkman had the word Fed, F-E-D, Fed, scrawled on his chest. The FBI is trying to determine whether the hanging is a result of anti-government sentiment.
So he's either somebody who listens to Lou Dobbs and Glenn Beck, the killer, or it's somebody who had a little operation going on back there in the mountain,
in the forest,
and the revenuer showed up.
Oh, wow!
It's one of the two. But my guess is if it had been somebody back there either growing pot or making shine or something, they would not have made a big show out of killing the guy.
So. I don't think so.
He would have just disappeared.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. We'll see how that ends up. Hundreds of federal agents and police officers are re-interviewing possible witnesses in a potential bomb plot, including several New York City business owners. The investigation followed the arrest of a Colorado resident said to have ties to al-Qaeda. For the first time, researchers say an experimental vaccine has cut the risk of infection with the deadly AIDS virus. The U.S. military funded the research. Officials say the risk fell by more than 31% in the world's largest AIDS vaccine trial.
They said it's huge because it's the first time ever since AIDS first surfaced that they've been able to prevent any amount.
No kidding.
Of AIDS by giving a vaccine. So even preventing a third of it.
That's excellent.
Is a big step forward.
A well-known political name in South Carolina is back on the ballot. Remember the name Carroll Campbell? Mm-hmm. Well, Carroll Campbell III is seeking the nomination for the coastal seat now held by fellow Republican Henry Brown.
That'll be interesting.
Authorities say a series of explosions at a Newberry College dormitory was the result of a student prank. Police say 4 people are being questioned in the blast. No injuries have been reported. The top-selling video game worldwide is about to have a smaller price tag. Nintendo is announcing it will slash the price of its popular Wii gaming console by $50. Sony and Microsoft reduced prices on their systems in August. And in sports, South Carolina is preparing to face a big SEC test at home tonight. The Gamecocks host the 4th-ranked Mississippi Rebels. South Carolina is 5-2 on Thursday nights under head coach Steve Spurrier.
Game's on about 7:30, 7:45 on ESPN.
And in baseball, Atlanta Braves coach Bobby Cox, he announced yesterday that he is going to be retiring after the 2010 season.
I'm surprised you didn't have to take the day off after hearing that news.
Well, I was already here.
Before we found out about it. Yeah.
Cox then picked up his 2,409th career victory with a 5-2 win over those dreaded New York Mets.